Avicii's death comes the day before the second anniversary of Prince's death.
Yeah.
And, you know, we went over yesterday what the fact that the prosecutors there in Carver County, Minnesota, said that
shocking revelations about sort of the fentanyl that Prince was ingesting, whether or not he actually knew he was ingesting it.
Right. And after they announced that there would be no criminal charges, we see this a lot in high-profile cases that police and prosecutors will release all the information from their investigation. It's sort of a way to be open with the public.
Transparent.
And you know, the Carver County prosecutor, Mark Metz, said that at the end of his news conference, said that they would be releasing all of this, that they want to be extremely open, and they did release everything, including videos and photos that they gathered in Prince's home at Paisley Park as they went in and when they found his body. I will tell you, we were shocked. There was an office-wide gasp that went up in the newsroom yesterday when some of this material came in, including there was a video where they actually panned around the room and you saw where Prince was found in front of an elevator. As is described to us 2 years ago, we knew all of this, but and we're not going to show you, obviously, the body, but this was the room where he was found. They also went into the vault, the legendary vault that we've heard so much about, and they included all the photos that they gathered in there, and it literally is. I mean, you hear about it, but it is a vault.
Wow,
scores and scores of recordings, of videos.
I mean, despite the circumstances and the fact that we're seeing this now because Prince died, I think it's so cool that we're able to see inside his house and see what his decor looked like, and his music library was very disorganized.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff in there, and you can imagine now they're trying to go through all of that. But yes, and we have a gallery on the site where you can go through and see all of these things. It was amazing how much music was in there. There was also large sums of cash.
A lot of money in there, too.
Yeah. Now, the darker side of this, there were also enormous amounts of pills that were found not in the vault, but around Prince's home. And they described some of this in the news conference. They are counterfeit Vicodin. They're pressed to look like they are Vicodin pills. But the results, when they tested the pills, some of the pills had fentanyl, some had lidocaine, some had combinations of it. And our conversations with law enforcement in Minnesota, they tell us that there would be no way to know at all what you were taking. You would take one of these pills,
and then you just
as Prince did.
And the result would be that you wouldn't even know once it was in your body.
And that's why the county prosecutor, Mark Metz, said that they don't believe that Prince actually knew that he was taking fentanyl. If he did, certainly didn't know the amount that he was taking, which is what resulted in his overdose. So
incredibly sad.
Really, really sad. And again, tomorrow being the second anniversary of his death.
Hi, this is Ivy from Dallas, and my question: when all of this happens, will there ever be a time when someone is prosecuted for prescribing counterfeit drugs to people? Prince was my favorite singer, and I remember getting the news and I almost collapsed. It sounds crazy, but Prince was my absolute favorite, and hates to see that he went out that way just to get treatment for pain.
Yeah, Ivy, by the way, it doesn't sound crazy. A lot of people had that reaction. And, you know, the problem that prosecutors have is these pills weren't prescribed to him.
Yeah, the source of the pills seems to be...
Right. I mean, they're basically saying they would have gotten either from a friend, from someone on the street, and they can't find any record.
Are they still working on it? Are they?
Now, they are working on it. In fact, one of the videos they released was Prince the day before he died walking into his doctor, Dr. Michael Schulenberg's office, where he was prescribed Percocet. Now, we're told by law enforcement that it wasn't a large amount of Percocet. I think they said it was 15 pills. So that, they say, had nothing to do, didn't play a role in his death. And that Dr. Schulenberg actually had met with Prince and talked to him about his addiction, because he did have an addiction to painkillers, and they were starting a program where they were going to wean him off of that. But something, you know, obviously the next day, he took at least one of these counterfeit Vicodin, which led to his death.